When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Winston-Salem, North Carolina, home to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFB this year, the Miami Hurricanes. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Complete on the comeback. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Working that left side now. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down. New set of downs after the completion. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And the Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires complete on the crosser. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. The Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They'll try to run for it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Canes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Throws for the tight end. It's caught. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. To the air, it's Hills. Got it set up on the outside. Touchdown, Canes! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Finds the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Now the toss. Fighting off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the Canes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the returner is stopped. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Here we go. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Takes a hit as he fires.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up and throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice...
Going for the big play. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Hurricane. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to pass, it's Hills. He's got him. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Under fire. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Winston-Salem. What a fine performance we've seen. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at a Legacy Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll try the right side. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. The Hurricanes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Hills. Got his man on the right. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. He's got an open man. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the third quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll run play action. Throwing right. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed, you saw his ability to turn his hips, and how about getting his head around, locating the football, and then knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
There he goes. Got some room headed to the goal line. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The Canes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And the Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback on the keeper. Pass to 45. Hits the accelerator to the right. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Canes. He got a step and just dusted the field. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to it? And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Here comes the offense on 1st down. And the final play is just a short gain, and we're at the end of the game. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. rivalry between the Canes and the Noles, once upon a time, barely noticed outside the state of Florida. But those battles in the 80s and the 90s put both programs on the national map, made both of them champions, and we are lucky to have another showdown between these two today. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Miami Hurricane. Motion from the wideout. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. They're dealing with a second and long. Leaves it with the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. All by himself down the middle. Inside the touchdown Hurricane. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to the ground with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Back to pass, it's Hills. Quickly to the tight end. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the defense.
The Hurricanes had this offense rolling. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Keeps it and gets past the chains. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. And the Hurricanes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Miami! Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Intercepted for the 11th time.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Well, Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the grab.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the catch.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation that time. Saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted. Took his shot. He is in a groove.
The Canes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes! This offense has it with really good field position. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. And he will score! Touchdown, Hurricane! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to throw, it's Hills. Right on the money. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got him downfield. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the gun to give to the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Canes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Rushes on him. It's complete to the left.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
And the Canes can really attack on this 2nd and short. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Bully ball on 3rd and short. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Hurricanes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. The give on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Right down the middle. He'll pull it on the read. Got the first down and more. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. Solid run on the last play. Gives this offense another first down. Gives it on the option. Brings it to the open. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Hurricanes in a good spot here with second and short. They'll go right back to him. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to throw, it's Hills. He's going to run it. Creates a little room. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Back open in the middle.
Yeah, you gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm going to go attack and make some plays.
Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on second down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's... The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. They'll try to get the first through the air. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. The Hurricanes continue to gain strength, and they have built a lead on the Knolls.
I think that speed from Miami is really starting to show itself here in the football game. And it doesn't look like Florida State at this point, David, can keep up with all that athleticism.
Speed and swag. They got it going now. They got the confidence going. When Miami gets the confidence going, it is...
First play of the drive comes from the 38. The toss sweep to the right. Nice move there. Turning it on. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Makes the grab. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. So first down will open up the final period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They've moved it to the 19, first and 10. Dropping back, it's Hill. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. And the Canes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Pressure coming. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on 1st down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
He'll keep it himself. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Finds his big tight end. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Those linemen can get a little aggressive sometimes in pass pro, and it'll cost him. Touchdown off the board, and they'll back up 5. Third and goal, where the strong come through. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Almost intercepted in the end zone, and what a red zone stop that would have been. It'll be 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And it's no good. Great place to start for this offense. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own 1. Finding an escape route. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And good blocking in space out there to give them enough room to pick up the 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes. Nowhere to run.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run it.
Makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Quarterback takes a knee. A rivalry defined by wide rights, wide lefts, mascot arrest went right down the middle, and a well-earned victory for the Miami Hurricanes. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Pick! Scanning the field, it's Hills. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside give. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Canes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Gives it on the option. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
I think we're going to see more and more of this in college football. It used to be that if it was 4th and inches and you're on your own side of the field, you automatically punt. But I like that play call there. With their offensive line and their ability to run the football, just go out and get it and keep the drive alive.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. Unloads to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. Now, they'd love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game, a remarkable achievement. They can't really think this one's in the bag.
No, they just got to continue focusing on the task at hand. I think that's a big reason why they're in this position that they find themselves in. They take care of business each and every game, David. Some hardware to be won down the road potentially, but you got to win this one.
No doubt, and I think it's hard because you start to see the finish line now. Getting later in the season, knowing where you're ranked, what's at stake. Let's see how they handle the pressure.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And they'll just... Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Makes the grab on the left. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period.
7, Miami, 0.
Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Robinson will throw. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to get the corner. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. And the Hurricanes have moved it inside the 20. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Gets it out quickly. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it up to 12.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but you just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Here's a heat. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Canes. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the tailback. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this third down. Motion from the wide receiver. Robinson looking to pass. Snagged out of the air. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
I think everybody wants to go for it in this situation, but you got to actually do it, and you got to be comfortable with the consequences if you miss this. Obviously, he was. Conversion's good. Nothing.
Fires and picked off. Taking it the other way. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. So the offense, boy. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. The Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Leaves it with the running back. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll move the wide receiver. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. He'll do it himself. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Canes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Fires to the middle. Got his man. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Hills. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
And this is obviously...
He'll start this third quarter with a run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Send the tight end in motion. Pocket breaking down. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender. You want your defenders to be physical in pass coverage, but they can't be overly aggressive. They can't grab and hold. That's an obvious PI call. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Hurricanes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Got his man downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a first down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking downfield, it's Hills. Throws to the wideout. Into the house. Touchdown, Hurricane! Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll run the counter. Got the first down and more. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th, all tied up. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Here's the pressure. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Canes will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he makes the catch at the 25. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. End off from the shotgun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Canes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. To the air, it's Hills. Hauls it in. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Miami!
A great job executing.
And the Canes with a big opportunity to take this sudden change and make it sudden points. Going right to work up top. Makes the grab. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown, Canes! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And, David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, like, to understand, like, I've got a chance to come in
The college football playoff is here. The long regular season has all been building to this. And now, first-round games and home field settings. This place is going to be rocking. Welcome to beautiful South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium, the home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Hermstreet. The playoff is here, and let's not wait any longer. Let's get this going. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground. Big guys up front, lined up. It's first down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. The receiver grabs it. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Play action fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Really good job here showing discipline by this defense. Seeing that corner route, did exactly what they needed to do to be in position to make that an incompletion.
Short pass finds the tight end. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short. The Canes will line up to kick it away. And he should be able to pin them back deep here with his first punt. And this one marked down at the 20. So the Pitt Panthers offense out there for their first possession. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted. Off the play fake on first down. Quick throw to his receiver. Catch made in space. Look out. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be first down and goal. So that huge gain quickly sets up a 1st and goal just inside the 10. It's a quarterback keeper. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
It's a nice game by this offense. This quarterback has such a good feel for running the option, whether it's handing it, keeping it himself, and pitching it. Puts a lot of pressure on the discipline of this defense.
After that big play to start the drive, they got close, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Touchdown, Hurricanes, as they claim the lead in this playoff game.
I'm a little bit surprised here, Chris. I thought
Play action here on first down. Finds an open target on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Bootleg looking to throw. On the move now. He's going to lose yardage there. The defense closed in and forces him out of bounds. This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. He's swarmed by the defense.
what a job to bounce back by this offense. They get all the yardage back that they lost on this run and more. Now they're back on track with a very manageable 3rd and short.
Breaks into the clear. They make the stop, but it'll be 1st and 10 now from the 18.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Catch made on the left side. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Canes. Could you play quarterback? How about a appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely.
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. It's exactly what...
So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. On 1st and 10, look at the throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen, but where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
A tough situation with the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. The pass is caught. Tackle made at the 37. It's a solid game.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Looking for his big tight end. He makes the grab. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there. The Hurricanes hustle to the line to run the hurry up. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Lets it go quickly. Touchdown, Miami, as they put 6 more on the board. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Caught quickly. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield. One play moves the ball to the 41. It'll be 1st down. Play action fake, looking to throw. A quick throw to the right. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. He could go. Across the 40. They finally tackled. And the Miami offense is back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going. Oh, he's bringing it back. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid game. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And they jump on top during the 2nd inning. Got this quarterback. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st down, it's play action. Throws it to the right. Makes the grab and keeps the foot in bounds. That's going to be enough for a 1st down. Great play. A new set of downs after that completion. Quick completion to the tight end. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time.
Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Could take it all the way. Touchdown, hit. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. It's a wide receiver screen. Breaks into the open. 4th set of bounds after a big game. This offense set up with a 1st down. This offense showing their explosive ability. One huge play, and they're set up in the red zone. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Coming up, second down and goal. Touchdown, King. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. The final 2 minutes here. This defense trying to hang on. The offense trying to make a play to win it. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's picked for a third time tonight.
I get wanting to be aggressive.
It comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? First down, looking to throw the ball. He escapes the pocket. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game. The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? The pocket breaking down. Another interception. Wow, that's his fourth tonight. Look out, he's in the clear. Jukes to get past the man. And the defense is going to... In these playoff games, it's win or go home. So one side can continue to dream about the national